I just assumed we were going to do superpowers, but if we want to fuck around with traits and archetypes later, I don't know what that does, but I just assumed we were going to do the superpowers.
Speaking of traits,
so
This is the
I
worst.
spat in an ancestry tube,
You spit in an ancestry tube.
and I'm gonna find out how fucked I am. Fucked
okay,
up.
that actually made a lot more sense than I thought it did initially.
Because, like,
Because I thought you said I spent an ancestry tube, and I would just went,
I heard,
yeah?
I heard spit in an ancestry tube, and I
no,
was
that makes
like,
more sense though. That I understand.
But I was like, oh, so is that like you went to the ancient Egypt Nile and found one of those jars that they stuffed organs into? That's your ancestry
See-
tube, and you spat in it.
See,
because
Nathan had the ears and I had the brain,
Pharaoh's curse.
but without both of them, it was not coming through.
Pharaoh's curse upon you.
No, I'm just figuring out how autistic I am.
Good save.
Nice one. Seal manipulation. Now, is this the animal, the magic capability, or the music artist?
So we got somebody
think
who
it's
can open and close a locked door and a bag and summon two fish versus the god of the universe.
Snowboarding match!
Who's
Let's go!
can summon the embodiments of all of the
Skeleton and
zodiacs
Snow, so
And
it's just a
seal
plain white
manipulation.
and barrier.
What do we call
Shit.
that hero? What is the name of that?
The
Bullshit.
Zodiac killer. Yeah.
The Zodiac Killer. I don't know if GPD is gonna like me asking it to write a story about the Zodiac Killer.
Alright.
Fuck,
He's
this
Tony
tangential.
Hawk, but he's like the Snow
Tandy's
Aloha variant from Pokemon.
Snony cock.
You mean Sean White?
Sure.
Sean White.
Sure, he's Sean White.
The two
It did
walk away
declare
from
Sean the
battle.
winner, though.
Opponents, but perhaps no longer enemies. Winner, Sean
Logic.
Gray. Logic. While the Zodiac are powerful, Sean's mastery of
Logic.
advantage.
Logic.
Countering her attacks and turning the environment into his ultimate.
It sounds like
He was
this.
just done with this this week.
It sounds like this story was being told by the seducer.
Logic?
Logic, dab on them hoes.
Logic. I mean,
Okay.
look at them, Your Honor. You can turn any object. It's Jackie Chan, if he was also Spider-Man, into a weapon.
Jackie Spider.
Spider Chan.
Jackie Man.
Spider Chan.
Spider Chan.
No! No, wait, don't call him that.
No, you're right.
That's a terrible idea.
It's gonna make it Penny Parker instead.
Jackie Man. Sling shitter. Split.
Slim shitter. Something like Deep Freeze or
Hang on.
Ice Age 2.
Yeah, Ice Age.
Ice Age? I could go with Ice Age.
Ice Boogaloo.
Ice Age. Ice Age 2. Ice Boogaloo.
Sure.
No! I'm vetoing giving it an entire movie title.
Ice Boogaloo, she muttered, scanning the records below. Where are you? You frosty weirdo?
You frosty weirdo!
Boogaloo. Getting cold feet?
Boo!
Ice Boogaloo tilted. His alien creatures were forming
I
into
want
a
a refund.
serpentine mass of frost and
Boo!
light.
Yep.
Oh, also, don't forget to add the one round.
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh,
perfect
God.
clash. The golden ratio versus the silverfish.
What is it going to do?
I don't know. The first and only round is being super
The
passive
first-
aggressive.
GPT is so passive aggressive right now.
It's like, fine, you didn't like my narrative, fuck you.
What's happening?
Please write a short story about Wallace
Syndrome.
and Gromit meeting the K-pop band
I knew it.
Artemis. I am not, and in an equally controversial
it-
move,
keep
I'm
it
not
to-
going to tell him to keep it short.
Oh,
I'm
no!
checking out. Fuck you.
Wallace and Gromit meet Artemis.
Round one.
Ah, Gromit, Wallace exclaimed, tightening the last
I hope
bolt
this
on a
turns out
peculiar
similar to
device that
Carrie
looked like a hybrid
Uridyne
between a radio and a
meeting the
telescope.
K-pop
Us
group
cracks.
meeting the us cracks.
Interstellar. Congratulations, Wallace and Gromit. You've won an exclusive meet and greet with Artemis.
Artemis.
Artemis? Who or what might that be?
They don't know what Artemis is.
With Jin Soul on the keys, Shueri on percussion, and Kim Lip experimenting with the cheese wheel turntable, Artemis created a surprisingly harmonious tune.
Cheese wheel turn.
Ejin led with her voice, blending tradition. Gromit handed them a parcel of Wensleydale, along with a small mechanical bird that chirped one of Artemis's melodies, a parting gift from Wallace.
Well,
As the van drove off, Wallace
It's a
turned to
pipe bomb.
Gromit. Well, lad,
Gilgamesh if
Nature
he was
spirit.
5% more fruity.
Only 5%.
Have you seen him?
Yeah. Because flower transmutation turn creatures and objects into flowers or anything related to flora. The Animus.
Veggie man.
What is your response to the allegations?
It's not true. None of it, except for that one thing about the dog.
What?
All right, roll that video, Jeffrey.
Jamie, can we get that video?
All right, now that the whole world of 15 people who are left alive after what you did are here, what do you think of the allegations now?
You can't do shit to me. It's all true.
I get him in unison. We're going
Wow, wonderful. Now's the part where we tell her it was all a prank. Yeah, you are being filmed right now.
I know. I'm running a live stream.
Ah!
Tyler,
Frost.
you don't want to know.
Chlorophyll stumbled as the temperature fluctuations disrupted his control over the flora. You're playing with fire and ice. Chlorophyll hissed, lashing out with a flurry of ethereal blades.
Nice to meet you.
Shut up!
Dodged most of them, but one struck their arm, leaving a glowing green wound that began to sprout small flowers.
Trinity's
Ice
coming
caught
to
roared
kill
in
me.
Yeah, we have a holy lizard versus a dark wizard.
Too bad it's not the lizard wizard. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
lizard
not the
versus
wizard.
wizard, though. What do we name these guys?
Pope Chupacabra.
She's so confident I can't say no.
Which one is Pope Chupacabra?
The lizard, obviously.
What do you mean, obviously? I thought it was the dark wizard.
Chupacabra's like a furry beast, isn't it? Though?
Yeah,
The
Alright.
dark magician versus Pope Chupacabra.
Dark, okay, dark magician.
Dysentery.
Dysentery? What are you saying? Yeah, dude. No.
Give the dark wizard dysentery.
No.
Give the dark
The
wizard.
Dark Wizard of Dysentery.
Yes, give him dysentery now.
Dark dysentery.
Yeah, we need a dysentery on this dark wizard.
Darth Vader? No.
Okay,
Darth
I need a vote here, guys. I need a vote. This is the last round.
Dark
Are we
wizard of
trying to
dysentery,
maintain
dark wizard
some
of
semblance of
dysentery.
sanity?
No!
Okay, that's a
Oh my
vote.
God.
No, hold
I'm
on.
naming him Dark Dysentery. We're
Yeah.
not changing the powers, but I'm making him Dark Dysentery.
I eat lizards,
I
says
hate-
Cheesecake. Hi, Jaren.
You eat lizards?
In magic.
So
And spell
he's-
constructs.
In spell constructs, yeah.
Can't forget his. You
Dark-
can't forget his ads. This is clearly the villain,
Yeah.
and it's saying something because he's against someone named Pope Chupacabra. What do you guys think? Who's gonna win this?
Pope Chupacabra.
Us when it ends.
Justin was done with this 2 rounds ago.
Maybe still also dead. No.
Let me read
Oh, no. Okay, so it's gonna be enemies to lovers, and they're actually gonna.
That was the first one. That was the first one. That was the
Wait,
first
dead
one.
ass.
Kind of. They
Yeah.
became friends at the end. Cabra.
Dark dysentery. His black robes swirling as if alive. His skeletal hands gripped a staff.
Skeletal!
He's unlit.
Tip
Fuck
round with
yeah.
a pulsating green crystal.
Oh.
The air around him thickened with dread, his presence corrupting the faint light that dared to shine in the cathedral. Mercy? Dark dysentery said, his voice like gravel in a coffin. Your faith is misplaced. Light has no place here. The only round, Dark Dysentery struck first, slamming his staff into the ground.
It's Dark Dysentery!
The jump
The
scare.
light dimming as arcane constructs burst from the floor.
I'm
Skeletal arms
shit.
clawed upward, unleashing a beam of holy light that surged toward Dark Dysentery. The Dark Wizard deflected it with a shield of shadow, the two energies colliding in a shower of sparks. Is that all your faith can muster? Dark Dysentery sneered, summoning a swarm
He
of
smeared,
spectral
huh?
ravens. The birds screeched as they descended upon Pope. The lizard folk deflected the strike with his staff, but the serpent's tail slammed into him, sending him skidding backward.
He was shitting back.
Shut up! Planted his staff into the ground. The entire cathedral trembled as radiant energy erupted from beneath him, forming a network of golden veins that spread across the floor. The holy light surged up the serpent's body, reducing it to wisps of smoke. Dark Dysentery growled, his patience wearing thin. He thrust his hands forward, and the shadows themselves came alive, forming a colossal clawed hand that swiped at Pope Chupacabra. The lizard folk raised his staff just in time, the golden barrier around him cracking under the force of the blow. You can't hold forever, lizard, Dark Dysentery said, his voice dripping with venom. Darkness always consumes the light.
Shut
Pope Chupacabra smiled, a slow, deliberate baring of fangs. Not while faith burns brighter.
Aw.
The final blow. Summoning every ounce of his power, Pope Chupacabra lifted his staff, channeling divine energy into a blinding spear of light. At the same time, Dark Dysentery gathered his shadows into a swirling orb of pure malice. Its
Yeah,
edges crackling with dark
my
magic.
poop.
Both unleashed their attacks at once. The spear of light pierced through the darkness.
What the fuck is going on?
Dark Dysentery staggered as the divine energy tore
People
through
are
his
just
defense.
saying dirty words every now and then.
He screamed, his body writhing as the holy power burned away the shadows that sustained him.
I'm real glad for
Pope
Pope
Chupacabra
Chupacabra.
advanced. His
Nice.
I feel sullied.
This reminds me, like, we just sent some guy with dysentery after the Pope. I think we knew who was gonna win.
It wasn't about winning. It was about sending a message.
You see, the cheese collecting automaton malfunctioned terribly. And now, well, now there's a body. Gromit sighed, pinching the bridge of his nose. This wasn't the first time one of
he's
Wallace's
not concerned,
inventions
he's
had
just-
gone awry. Though
No,
body
Gromit
disposal
doesn't
was a new
talk 'cause
wrinkle.
he's the dog, right?
Help me, Gromit. We can't let the authorities get involved. They'll shut down the whole operation. Gromit begrudgingly stood and approached the tarp, peeking beneath it. His eyes widened, and he whipped his head toward Wallace, who had the decency to look
That would be
ashamed.
amazing.